While the whole world is turned upside down, the warlords hunted down, and the world government and revolutionaries broken, only one man stands at the top. The only Yonko that remained mysterious and was still in the shadows, Shanks. He will be the mastermind of everything in this final saga. Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. We are here to talk about the latest chapter of One Piece 1079, and of course, I had to talk about it. A chapter where we see Shanks always lives up to the hype. We are here to talk about the chapter but mostly about him, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought his fight against Kid would last a little longer to make the scenario more exciting. But let's be honest, what's better than this? Shanks really had no pity this time, and as the Godos has said, never mess with Shanks when he's really mad. Anyways, that was just a little introduction to this amazing review I made for you guys on this chapter, and without further ado, let's get started. At first, let's take a look at everything that's happening in Egghead. As you all know, this chapter is not just about Shanks, and we'll get there. We learned in the recent chapters that there's a traitor at Egghead, which is none other than York, a Vegapunk. She's planning on killing all the 7 Vegapunks, including the main one, in order to fool the Marines because, as she said in the chapter, they're trying to kill her. She gave the Seraphims a mission, which is to get rid of everyone and everything in the island, and told S-Snake to petrify her body and free her later, which helps with her plan into fooling them. Now, for her orders to be prioritized by the Seraphims is another matter entirely. She's a Vegapunk, yes, but why does she have the higher command over the others? In my opinion, there are 2 possibilities. One is that she gave the first command so her command is automatically made priority, or second, which I prefer, is that she modified the command hierarchy to make herself priority over the others. But anyways, I can't really wait to see how York is gonna end up with her plans. Now let's get into the next part of the chapter. Then later on, we see Blackbeard's ship getting close to the island. Now this is where the chapter gets more interesting and more intense. We don't know who's on that ship coming to the island. It might be Aokiji or Shiryu, which will make the Egghead Island more interesting, as it's old Marines that's meeting up as enemies, but we all want it to be Aokiji in that case. If he meets up with Kizaru, they'll definitely have to fight because they're now fighting for a different cause. 2 admirals clashing again would be memorable for the manga. We all know what happened when 2 people of this rank fought. They destroyed a whole freaking island and changed its environment and climate. Now let's wait and see what the outcome of a light versus ice fight would be. However, it's really important to note that Oda himself said that he's planning a battle royale in 2023, which means that there is another possibility on who's coming on Egghead, which is none other than Blackbeard himself, the GOAT of villains. And I have to tell you that it's the most interesting scenario if that happens. This will mean that he defeated Law just like Shanks defeated Kid and made it on time here. Kid and Law, who made an alliance and defeated a Yonko, are just no match against these 2 monsters. But even if Blackbeard defeats Law, it's really hard to tell if he's going to make it here, so that scenario has less chances of happening. Blackbeard's crew have no information on what's happening in Egghead, so they'll encounter Luffy and his whole crew, and trust me, they might not be ready for that. Luffy is a whole Yonko level now, and his commanders Zoro and Sanji just defeated respectively a 1st and 2nd commander, which scales them at least in those respective levels, so they better not mess with them. Underestimating the Straw Hats would be the worst thing to do at this moment, but let's just all sit back and enjoy this arc, cause not gonna lie, Oda is cooking right now. Now it's time we talk about the real deal. The biggest humiliation I've ever seen in One Piece, personally. The fastest fight you will ever see in One Piece. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to Shanks, Oda doesn't play around. I mean, think about it. This guy in just one attack totally exterminated the whole Kid's crew. I'm the biggest Shanks fan there is, but I was waiting for them to at least clash. But no. He just proved that he's in a whole different level compared to the others. Whether you're a Yonko, Admiral, or Warlord, he will demolish you. But it's so nostalgic to see Dory and Brogy, the 2 giants from 20 years ago, in Little Garden using their combined attack again to destroy Kid's ship. And by the way, we need to talk about how Kid's crew just surrendered and gave away their poneglyphs. Like, are you serious right now? Even Usopp in Water 7 did better at defending the 200 million he was given. I mean, like, come on bro. They've completely lost trust in their captain at that moment. Another thing we need to talk about is Shanks' observation haki, guys. This guy literally seen a future that's far away. Let me explain. When Katakuri or Luffy look at the future, they can only see what's going to happen in like a second or two. And Shanks seen like 10 to 15 seconds in the future. Like, what the hell? Shanks is just that guy, man, and he's been proving it. An important thing to note about Shanks is also his movements. He was able to stop Kaido in the New World, then moments later made it on the first part of Grand Line in Marineford to stop the war, knowing that he had to coat his ships, which takes days. He also traveled fast when we saw him look at Luffy's bounty when he defeated Katakuri, then a few hours later made it in the Goddess's room without being noticed. My theory about Shanks is that he travels faster than anyone in One Piece, and I think it's a known theory, and if that's the case, I believe it'll have something to do with his haki. And to think that some people really thought that Shanks waited for Big Mom and Kaido to fall to make a move. Let me tell you that that's not his personality. If he had business with them, he'd go take care of it himself. And as proven in the chapter, he's been looking for Blackbeard all over the world, which explains why he was at Wano, where he dropped the masterclass and shocked the whole world. This guy is revealing a Conqueror's haki that's in a whole different level we've never seen before, whether it's against Grimble or Kid. He is indeed the worthy successor of his captain, Goldie Roger, and he's proved it once again with the Kamusari attack. I love Luffy more than any character in One Piece, but right now, the one who is closer than anyone to Roger is Shanks himself, the GOAT. Oh yeah, you can call me a Shanks star, I don't care. You don't know what it's like to wait for years for your favorite character to make his move. I'm so happy we'll finally get to see him mostly every week now. Alright guys, that's it for this review. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Facing my mic talking about this masterpiece by Oda was a pleasure. One Piece is revealing its dark sides one by one as we are near the end, so stay focused because every chapter will be a banger. Again, I really hope you enjoyed this video because I really worked hard on it, and if so, subscribe to my channel and join the crew. Sayonara, Shanks is the best.